Here we are in part 3, modeling the library, and I want to make a few changes here. What else is new? Let's go into this piece right here, and I don't need anything this extreme. I'm going to select those edges and X dissolve those edges. And I'm going to look from the front in wireframe. I'm going to grab that and SX0. Let's just straighten that up. Let's turn off the bevel for the moment. And I think all I'm going to do is let's put a couple of edge loops like that, scale them in the Y down to near the end, and in the front, and we'll scale these in the Z like this, and we're just going to grab this face and we're going to extrude it in a little ways. E, and I'm just going to pull it in just a little bit, turn the bevel back on, and we're going to leave it at that. Now, I could potentially be getting rid of some of these back faces. I don't believe they will be visible in any way. I haven't been doing much of that, but maybe we'll do some more. So I will do that. So let's now get rid of this. Okay, with that there selected, let's just copy that over. Shift D, rotate Z 180, and we'll just bring it in. Match it up pretty good. Okay, so I would have that now. We're going to do a handrail of sorts. I'm going to bring in a cylinder. I'll go over 18 with nothing. I could probably even bring this down to 12. Rotate X90, and we'll start scaling it down. I'm going to get rid of these. My wireframe better be. Okay, grab those. I'll extrude them down, E, and scale in the X. Like this. Let's scale in the Z as well. That kind of thing. Bring it down. Let's just scale globally. And let's go ahead and join those faces. We'll take that face. Extrude it down like that. Okay. Let's grab the front there. I get the whole thing. I'm not sure that I did. Yeah, let's do it this way. Subdivision surface and smooth. Let's see if I'm getting what I want. Let's pull that down a bit more. Oh, got some weird stuff going on, so made a little bit of an error, it looks like. Let's look from that end. Let's see what we've done here. Subdivision surface, that's all. Let's scale in the X. Oh, we got some funny stuff going on here. Sorry, scale in the Y. Bring those right down to the end. That's better. Let's move this in the Z direction a little bit, like this. Okay, so that could be my railing there. And I don't really need to cover the ends. I don't fill them in. I don't think I'll ever see that. That kind of thing. We'll leave that there for now and see if we like it. I just want to make sure all the polys are. Yeah, I think everything's just fine. And then I was also thinking, let's do set origin geometry and just bringing in an adjusted cube. For down here. High, would it? I'm going to switch over to matte cap material in a moment. Not what I want to do. I'm going to grab these and this and I'm going to see if I can have a bit more of that leg there. See how high is this? It's getting pretty high. Well, that is a real leg, so I could leave it like that. And bring that over. do that. Yes, we would. Cool. Camera view, that's okay. And how about this? Select that face. Or you know what? Just Shift S cursor, select it. I'm bringing another one. I'm bringing a plane. And rotate Y 90. Scale it down. And zoom right in. Scale it again. Like this. Extrude it. Flip the polys. And let's put an edge loop there and there. Or loop cut, whatever. Let's pull that out. And select the whole thing. Come on. We'll get rid of the back faces. Where did you go? Where did you go? There we go. Control L will add that bevel. Just see what that's like. See if it's visible at all. Let's bring it down here. And I'll array this. Let's close that up. In the Y. Sort of equal to the posts, I think. It'll end up even 10. We'll leave it the way it is for now. I'm going to go ahead and apply the array anyhow, and then I can just rotate Y 180. Just figure out how far I want these in. Just kind of touching, so they do stick out a little bit. I'll go ahead and apply this array as well, and just kind of touching. Cool. Now we're getting somewhere, eh? A little bit more. All right, very nice. We could well, let's see what's here. Let's move all this stuff to the first layer. And on this layer, let's throw in another light. Just make a sun. Not very bright. I just want to check this out. Okay, so you can start to be able to see what we're getting at here. And we'd be somewhere down in there for the render. Okay. Okay. That's very nice. Cool. I like it so far. I hope you do. I want to model a globe on a little pedestal. I'll go maybe right in the middle here or at the end, probably in the middle. Okay, this is going to be a fun thing to model. So let's go Shift C, bring the cursor back to the center. Let's go to another layer. I'm gonna look from the front, so we'll be looking down the hallway. And very simple. Let's make a little pedestal. Front edit mode. Let's just scale it in. E, come up. E, scale that. ES will come out. And then that's going to be it. Just like that. Take these faces, I think, and we'll try insetting like that. And then I'm going to go E and Alt S. I'm going to bring them in. Just like that. Now, I want to angle these. So let's go into individual origins. I want to scale in the Z. I didn't need it for that, but I will for this. Scale in the X. And scale in the Y. Let's see if that worked for us. Okay. So it would be just that. And we'd hit the beveler. We get something that we like, let's say. Let's go ahead and move this to the first layer and see how it would appear there for us. I seem to, I've got this little mock material that's just a bit lighter, so just that, all right. And on top of that, a globe, all right. So here's how we're going to do this. I think what I'll do is I'll select that face, Shift S, cursor to selected, and I am going to go to another layer, right there. All right, so my 3D cursor is in the middle, pretty much, but it's there. I hope that's not a problem. All right, good enough. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in a plane again, rotate X 90, go to edit mode, vertex, and Alt M, merge the center. So I got that, my 1 point right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. I'm going to make the little disc part. So there's my middle line. Very simple. E, bring it up. Maybe I'll bring it in a little bit. E, and I'm going to come in. E, I'll come up. E, I'm going to bring it in. And E and G, I can come in on an angle like for this one. Come on in some more. And we can just take that and we can spin that or screw it. Screw modifier in the Y, and we start to get something like this. Now let's throw on a subdivision surface, and we're going to do some more. From the front view, okay, see what we're getting at here? Let's come up another one, like that. E, and I'll come in, and that's going to be enough. I can come up like that. Okay, that's going to be the base of our globe. So let's go ahead and apply the screw modifier. Come up like this. And again, scale it out. Scale it a little bit, like that. I'll do one more like that, and then I'll come up. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that for the moment. Let's have a look at that. Okay, let's throw in some edge loops now. I think I might scale that edge in. Okay, I'm going to select all these sort of step-like edges and Control B, pull back, put in maybe 2 edge loops to sharpen that up a little bit. And oh, that's not that one. And I might take a couple of these edges, pull them up a little, and then throw in some edge loops here and there, just to sharpen it up a bit. Just have a look at that. Okay, that's one subdivision, and I think they're smoothing. We may bring that up to 2, make it look a little nicer. this part, we could do some work here. Let's turn that off for a moment. Let's grab this edge and pull it up. And put that back on. Do that. No, don't want that one. Maybe we'll come in here. Let's see. Okay, so we have that. It's a little bit busy, so what I'll do, take this bottom edge and maybe that edge, and I got another edge in there. Maybe I'll take these two and just pull them down. Maybe we'll even get rid of that edge, dissolve edges. So got a bit more of a base there. All right, now the next part is we're going to bring in a UV sphere. And I think I'll go with 24 and 12. And bring it up. And I'm going to scale it down. Okay. So that's front view. I'm going to go over to one of the sides. And I'm going to Shift Alt and click that edge there. So there's front view, there's back view. All right, just I like it on the left side. Okay, so I've selected that. I'm going to Shift D and P, break it out so I get that edge. I'm going to hide this, so I've got just that edge. I'm going to do origin of geometry. In fact, I think what I will do is I'm going to select these two vertices. Okay. And I am going to Shift S, cursor to select, and put the 3D cursor right in the middle of those two edges. And I'm going to switch over to 3D cursor. Select it all, hit E and S, and I'm going to pull out. And I'm going to give it some thickness, like that. This one will be vertical, and that'll be nice and vertical, so that's great. Select it all. I'm still in 3D cursor, but that's okay. I'm going to hit E, and I'll pull it out a bit, and do something like that. Select it all and Control N to flip any polys. Alright, now let's bring back the globe. And move this out. Actually, what we'll do is I'll just scale the globe down a little bit. Like that. Scale this down as well. Come to the 3D cursor, but that's okay. Okay, I'll switch back to median point. Yeah, nice. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this top face and bring my 3D cursor there. Okay, and now I'm going to bring in a cylinder. Pretty low poly. Maybe I'll go with 18 and no ends. And scale it down. And zoom right in on that. Just make sure it fits over. Okay, like that. And then I'll make some kind of an end. So usually it comes in, it comes, not that, and it comes up a ways, and there's some kind of a dial. Oh, jeez. E and S, I'll make it a bit bigger than the diameter of that. E, come up, E and S, E and Alt M, merge at center. So we have that kind of thing, and then this piece comes down. E and S, and it comes out like this to attach to the globe. Now, let's see where we're at. Let's center all that up in a bit. Let's go Control Plus. And we'll scale it out a bit more, nice and big. And bring it down so it would look like it would be contact. like that kind of thing. Okay, let's go back and look at centering of this stuff. If it's at all possible, and it is possible. Okay, so I would have that. And then I'm going to take this piece, Shift D, rotate X 180, bring it down. The same way, roughly. So I can now take this. It's not exactly going to go like that, but let's put a subdivision surface on this. We'll see if we can get away with one with some edge loops. I guess I could have beveled those. This is one of my favorite pieces. I think I'm gonna bevel that anyhow. Maybe I shouldn't have copied it yet. Let's see what that looks like. Control B. For support. I don't think I need it any sharper than that, so let's get rid of that one. And let's set the origin of that. Shift D, rotate X 180, and bring that guy down again. Let's go ahead and add a subdivision surface on this guy. Edge loops. And if you want, I think that edge loop is a bit far. Well, take this edge here and it's GG, slide it out a little bit more even with the other one. You could take those faces on both sides and you could E and scale in the Y and pull them in a bit. Let's see how that looks. You might have to bump that up to 2. And you get that effect. We'll take the globe. And we'll do subdivision surface of 2 and smoothing. And now what we'll do is we'll take, let's say, use that as the 3D cursor. Shift S, cursor selected. And the 3D cursor, we'll take this and this, the globe and this, and then we'll rotate in the Y. No, let's not do it that way. Let's use that as the 3D cursor. Take that, this and this, rotate in the Y, and we'll do that. Back to median point, and we'll take this edge here, bring it up, and we'll see if we like that distance from the base. I don't think I do. I think I would want that a little bit closer. So we'll just do that. Maybe like that. Let's say it was there. We'll just cap this off here. And we'll work on that. E and S, E and Alt-M. And I'll just bevel that edge to fix that up. want to do something else here. I don't know. I can adjust it. So maybe I'll do this E and Alt S. Come out of it. There's a lot of polys for this, but it's a cool piece. So. This is a model of a globe. Maybe it doesn't have to be so steep. Maybe this one doesn't have to be so steep either. Yeah, sometimes we can have some problems if we do that. Like enough? Yeah. Cool. All right, and we'll take all of that. I think I'm gonna go Shift G. That's not what I wanted. Control G to make it a group, and we're gonna move this back to the first layer and set it here. You know, if I want to make it bigger, let's say, I'll go Shift G and select that group, and I'll just scale it. It's a pretty big globe, if you ask me. Oh yeah, maybe we'll flip it around, eh? Well, first of all, let's bring it back to that size. I think I liked it better there. And let's rotate Z 180. So when I view it from the front, it looks like that. Not going to angle it yet. So we got that. That. Let's make this slightly different. I don't know, different color or something. Let's see what that does. You know, just so we start to see things a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so there's the globe, and now it's time to make some lamps. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. We are going to do a lamp something like this. So I'm going to just put the cursor in the middle again. We are going to go to another layer, look from the front. I'm going to do a similar thing that as we just did. Put a plane and vertex and Alt M merge at center. Move it out, and we're going to make the base of the lamp. E and G, E and G, E and G, E and G, E. Let's see how that turns out with the screw modifier. And a subdivision surface. That's going to be probably just fine for what we want to do. We can come in now. Okay, and then we'll come up from there. Okay, so this is a quick way of doing that. Maybe I'll take this piece and I'll come down for this lamp. I'm going to go ahead and do some beveling right now. And a bit of edge loop work. Alright, that's going to form the base of our lamp. It doesn't have to look like this too much. So let's come up and do a bit of work up here now. Just anything. Let's close that off. Do a little bit more of this stuff. See how it looks. I don't think I need that exactly like that, so I'm going to do this. Yeah, why not? Whatever you like. Cool. Okay, that's my design. Just split that. And there we go. Okay, now. I'm just not sure about, say, these. No, including this one. And I might get rid of one of these. And see if I get a more pleasing. In fact, I think maybe I will have that more rounded. Okay. In fact, now that I think about it, okay, fine. Maybe we do want more of that kind of a look. So for that. I'll bring one more in just for support. I'm not going to get up super close to that, so. That's kind of how it's going to be. And then what we'll do is we'll take this. Let's see. Bring the 3D cursor to there. And I'm going to bring in a curve path. And I'm going to, there's a front there. Okay. I will rotate Y 90. Doesn't really matter how we look at this. I'll bring this up. No, that's not what I want to do. Okay. With my 3D cursor right there, I'm going to bring in another plane. Go into edit mode and Alt-M, merge at center. I'm going to look from the side now. Hit E, and I'm going to bring it up a ways. Back to the front view. E, I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to stop there for the time being. I'm a little bit past the base. I'm going to select that central point. Cursor selected. And now I'm going to bring in a UV sphere. And I'll stick with 24 and 12, I think. I'm just going to look in an orthographic view in wireframe. And I'm going to delete the lower half there, And I think I will take that point and delete it and delete that much. Oh, and that one there. So, oh, and that one there. And what have I got? Let's look from the top. So I got just that. All right. Okay, let's look from the top view. I'm also going to get rid of all of that stuff there. So I have just that. Okay. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to Shift D and I'm going to rotate this around. Rotate Z 180. And pull it out this way. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Okay, so let's take this. I got my 3D cursor there, so I'm going to bring it back. And I'm going to hit the mirror here. So I got that and that. And pull it out. Let's scale this down though. And then we can pull it back up. Don't do that. I'll pull it back a bit. All right. To just have a look at that and imagine. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. We'll give it a try. See how it works. And now I'm going to take that edge and Control E, bridge edge loops, and do the same over here. Again there. Not that one, that one. And again there. Let's see what this is starting to look like. Let's scale this in the X. All right. Let's hit E and S. Let's try just merging them in the center and see how well it takes the subdivision surface. It takes it pretty good. There's the front, there's the side. Doesn't really matter which one you do. I was thinking of, it's got to come out like that. Okay, so let's go back in. Take this E, I'm going to come down one more time. Let's try solidify. Let's bring it above the subdivision surface and let's crank it up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and apply that and sort of start committing. And let's put an edge loop in here and one here, and maybe that's good enough. Okay, now let's come back to this thing. Now let's just look from the top. Okay, so the idea is, let's just pull this out. I could go to there. And then it would go in. Let's bring it to there. Now I also need to W subdivide. That'll add another point. And I'll bring it up, and I'm going to subdivide again, I think. And take maybe just this one out, like this. And this one down more. I mean, I could try to do it roughly halfway. I don't think it matters how much. You'll see what I'm getting at in a minute. And I'm going to select all these points here. And I'm just going to Shift D. I'll rotate around the 3D cursor. Rotate Y, what is it, 180? That's Y. Make a face. It did work. That was a bit messed up. That's good enough. Okay. And now I'm going to take those points. Maybe I'll put the same number. No, I'll just take those 2 points. Okay, those 2 points, and I'm going to bevel them. Shift Control B to do these vertices and pull. And then put 2 points. And I'll select these ones and Shift Control B, pull, and I'll put maybe just 1 point. And then I'll take this one and I'll Shift Control B and I'll pull down like nice amount like that, and I'll put 1, 2, 3 points there. And this I get this kind of thing. All right. So what we're gonna do now is maybe I'll take this one and I can Shift Control B and I'll just do that. Add another little one there. Actually, make sure in wireframe. So make sure that these points at the top are merged together. Okay, so that there's just 1 point there. Okay, and you can delete excess points as well if they're sticking around, you know, whatever. X dissolve vertices, that's fine. Like that. Okay, well, either way, so we got that, so I'm going to go Alt-C, curve, and switch this to full, and start bringing up the bevel. Okay. Bring up the resolution. Very nice. I'm going to switch this over to 4. And now with that, just like that is good enough for me. I'm going to go Alt-C, Mega Mesh. And we go in, it's not too dense, that's good. Let's go in now here and select this edge and this edge and make sure I'm in individual origins. Well, actually, I mean median point for now. I'm going to go E and SX and bring it in like that. I'm going to bring it right to about there, and then I'm going to come back out and I'm going to grab those faces right there, and I'll go E and Alt S. And let's try SX. Let's just see if I want to bring it in like that, so it makes contact. Just like that. It doesn't matter what's on the inside. And then we'll throw in a few edge loops. I am going to actually bevel this edge here and this one. I'll put in 1. I'm going to throw an edge loop down here. I'm going to need it down there. Let's do a subdivision surface. We'll see where we're getting to. Okay, so let's throw an edge loop here and here. And that's basically what I'm looking for. All right, we'll just make sure that we got contact here. And do deselect. There we go. Okay, just like that. Okay, got away with 1 subdivision. And really, we're not going to see this up close, so it's not really worth screwing around with too much. What we can do is just select this and Shift S, cursor to selected, and I'm going to bring in a cylinder. 18, I think, is fine. No ends. Let's rotate Y90. We're going to make the little light inside. It's kind of what I'm going for, but not quite. Just make a cylinder. I will scale this in the X. And it's likely not going to be seen at all. No, I'm not going to do that. Just so that it's not visible. Yeah, that's fine. I can smooth that. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to apply material emission over here, and I'll call that lamp light. It's good enough. I'll set that to, just we'll see. So I would have that. Now let's take this and we'll put that weird material on it while we're here. And we'll take all of this, select it all, and I'll go Control G to make it a group. And let's move this baby back into the first layer and scale it. And start to position this where I want it. Basically want it at the ends of the desks. Let's rotate Z 90. I just don't know how big I want these, so I think more like that. I think I can deselect and have a look. Hope that's not too big. It's close to the size of the globe, but they could be big lamps, couldn't they? I'll make it a bit smaller though. Shift G and group, and we'll just globally scale a bit more. Put it there. Okay, and then I'm going to copy over to there. Shift G, get the group. Shift D. I could be doing another way, but it should be right in the center. So let's rotate Z 180. And let's see what this is starting to look like. Okay. Zoom in on that. I'm going to grab this emission material here. Let's try 8. You can see a little bit of light there. Okay, come over this side. All right, so we got our globe on a little pedestal. We've got some lamps there. We made a few adjustments to the banister, and things are moving along. So we'll leave it at that, and we'll come back later. Thanks for watching.